According to many scientific research, a cat's meow is a learnt behavior. Adult cats don't typically meow at each other. It's something they do to communicate specifically with us humans. In a way, imitating our language. And turns out these are not just random sounds, these are specific messages they are telling us. But what exactly do cats want to say when they meow at us? In today's video, we're diving into 8 reasons why your cat meows when they see you and what it actually means. Number 1. Greeting. Cats, unlike dogs, aren't pack animals, but they are social creatures. When they meow as you walk in, it's one of the few ways they use vocal communication to interact directly with us. It's a behavior that stems from kittenhood. Kittens meow to get attention from their mother, and as they grow, they often drop this habit with other cats, but maintain it with humans. They've learned that meowing is an effective way to interact with us. So how do we know it's a greeting? It's all about context. If your cat meows right as you enter a room or return home, especially if they approach you with a relaxed body language, a raised tail, or even purring, it's a pretty clear sign they're just saying hello. And here's another cool bit. Cats often develop specific types of meows, or sounds that they use only with their favorite humans. You might find that the meow your cat uses with you is different from the one they use with strangers or other family members. This personalized communication is a way of strengthening the bond between you and your cat. Also, a greeting meow is usually not as persistent or demanding as a meow for food or attention. It's more like a single chirp or a short meow. This sort of meow is less about asking for something and more about acknowledging your presence. Number 2. Attention seeking. Unlike their wild ancestors, domestic cats have evolved to enjoy and seek out interaction with humans. Cats meow for attention for various reasons. They might be in the mood for playtime, or maybe they want some petting from you. Now, here's an interesting fact. How much a cat meows for attention can depend on their breed and personality. Some breeds like Siamese or Burmese are known for being more vocal and may meow more often as a way to interact with their human companions. Also, it's important to note that the way we respond to our cats when they meow for attention can influence their behavior. If you immediately drop what you're doing to engage with them every time they meow, they'll learn that meowing is an effective way to get your attention. It's almost like training, but in this case, your cat is training you. But how do you know if the meow is really for attention and not something else? Well, look for other clues in their behavior. If they're meowing while rubbing against you, purring, or leading you towards their favorite toy or their favorite petting spot, it's a good sign they're asking for some interactive time with you. Number 3. Hunger or thirst. Cats are creatures of habit, especially when it comes to their feeding schedule. If they're used to being fed at the same time each day, they'll remember this and remind you when it's time to eat. If their water bowl is empty, they might also meow to make you aware. Some cats can be quite particular about their water. For instance, they might prefer fresh water, so if their bowl hasn't been refilled in a while, they might let you know. Now, here's a fact that's good to know. Cats don't usually overeat. So if they're meowing for food, it's often because they're genuinely hungry. But what if your cat is meowing for food when their bowl is full? This could be more about the type of food or how it's presented. Some cats are picky eaters and may meow to express their dissatisfaction with the menu. Number 4. Desire for access. Cats are curious and territorial creatures. They like to have free reign of their environment, whether that's exploring every nook and cranny of your home or having the option to venture outside. When they meow at a closed door, by a window, or even at a cupboard, it's often their way of saying, "Hey, I want to go there. Can you help me out?" This behavior is rooted in their natural instincts. In the wild, cats have vast territories, and they don't like being restricted. When they're in a home environment, these instincts don't just disappear. So a closed door can be a bit of a challenge for them. It's an unexplored or inaccessible part of their territory. But it's not just about physical spaces. Sometimes your cat might be asking for access to an item, like their favorite toy that's rolled under the couch. Or maybe they've noticed you've put their treats somewhere new and are asking for help to reach them. Number 5. Health issues. Cats are famously good at hiding their discomfort or illness. But changes in vocalization can be one of the few outward signs that they're not feeling their best. Firstly, let's consider the frequency of meowing. If your cat suddenly starts meowing more often, it's worth paying attention to. This change in behavior can be a sign that they're in discomfort or pain. For example, conditions like hyperthyroidism, high blood pressure, or dental disease can lead to increased vocalization. The tone of their meow can also be a clue. If their usual meow becomes more strained, hoarse, or otherwise unusual, it could be indicative of a throat issue or a respiratory problem. It's also important to observe other changes in behavior or physical condition. Are they eating and drinking normally? Have you noticed any changes in their bathroom habits or grooming routine? Are they sleeping more or less than usual? All these factors, combined with a change in their meowing pattern, can provide valuable information. Sometimes, cats meow more because they're experiencing cognitive changes, especially in older age. Just like humans, cats can suffer from cognitive dysfunction as they get older, which can lead to confusion and increased vocalization. They might seem disoriented or meow plaintively because they're not quite sure what's happening. If you notice any of these changes, especially if they persist or worsen, it's a good idea to consult a veterinarian. Number 6. Loneliness or boredom. When your cat is left alone for extended periods, especially in a home without other pets or enough stimulating activities, they can start to feel isolated. This loneliness can lead to them meowing more as a way to express their need for social interaction. Also, boredom plays a big role. Indoor cats particularly need ways to engage their natural instincts to hunt, explore, and play. Without enough stimulation, like toys, puzzles, or interactive playtime with you, they might resort to meowing to express their dissatisfaction or to catch your attention for some play or cuddle time. Number 7. Stress or anxiety. Cats like their routine and their familiar spaces. So, when something changes, like a new pet in the house, moving to a new home, or even rearranging the furniture, it can throw them off balance. This disruption can lead to stress, and one way they might express this is through increased vocalization, or meowing more than they usually do. Stress-induced meowing often has a different tone as well. It might sound more urgent or distressed than their typical meow. You might notice that it's louder or more persistent, especially if the source of their stress isn't addressed. Number 8. Breeding behavior. If your cat isn't spayed or neutered, you might notice that their meowing takes on a whole new level, especially at certain times. For unspayed female cats, also known as queens, they typically come into heat several times a year. When this happens, they might meow a lot more than usual. This kind of meowing is part of their way to signal their availability to males. It's loud, persistent, and can sound almost like a cry or a wail. On the other side, unneutered male cats, or toms, when they hear or smell a female in heat nearby, can also become more vocal. They may meow, howl, or yowl as a response to the female's calls, or as a way to mark their territory and signal their presence to the female and other competing males. There may be many things we still don't know about cats, but one thing is clear. They value trust above all. If they know they can trust you, you've got the most loyal friend for life. But if that trust is broken, fixing it can be really tough. So check out this video where we reveal 10 easy ways you could be losing your cat's trust without even knowing. And be sure to subscribe to our channel and join our feline-loving community.